Well, hell, excuse me. Excuse me. The Zyrtec is not working today. My goodness, we got ragweed in the air. Oh my goodness, it is Sweet Bobby, baby. How are y'all? We are trading together. We are the trader nerds. Real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. Like we've got Bobby flip flop strats too often. I don't know who that is. That's probably Dwayne. I would think that's Dwayne. That's Bobby's flip flop strategies too often. We got Chris in here. We got Dan. We got DB. We got Edwin. We got Hal. We got Hugh. We got Jim. We got Kenny. We got Matt Jolly, Wally, Roll Tide. We got Mo. We got Sean. We got Steven. We got Bo. And we've got Lee in the house. So good to be with y'all. And yeah, I do flip flop strategies too much. I was talking to a friend today at the old Huddle House where I was having the old All Star special. And he's like, "Oh man, you already in this TQQ stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I can't go through August 5th again. I can't go through that again." And yeah, if y'all want to go through that again, y'all go through. I just ain't never going through it again. I've had it. I got burned. The thing is, when you're a kid and you get burned, you're like, "Oh man, I need to not stop playing with fire." But then some of us keep playing with fire, and you're going to get burned again. And then even though we've had 20% annual returns for the last 3 years, in one freaking day, all of that came to a crashing halt. So I was like, enough of that. I've had it. I've had it. So now keep in mind, y'all got to understand something. I do this for entertainment. This is for my entertainment. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Bobby, you're doing this for us." Really, I'm not. I'm doing it for me because it entertains me. And by me coming on here live, it keeps me grounded into what is important. And I know that there are people that follow what I do. And y'all already know I'm the worst trader on the planet. There is nobody that is worse than me. I am bad, but I ain't as bad as I used to be. Because what I used to be when I've blown out accounts before, I would just keep on doing the same old thing. You know, what do they say? Doing the same old thing over and over and expecting different results is the definition of insanity, or something paraphrased to that thing. So I am not going insane. I'm just going to try something different. All right. And I'm having a lot of fun. And I want y'all to have fun with me. Trading should be fun because here's the deal. I don't need this little money that I'm trading with. I really don't. I'm okay. When I was with the government for 30 years, I put 10% of my income and I got matched 5%. That's 15%. And I put it in the S&P 500. And I did that over the course of 30 years. And that's how I was able to retire when I was 51. I'm 54 now. So I've been retired for 3 years. And I don't need this money to live on. I'm blessed. Things have worked out well. And we're doing good. So keep in mind that you may be at a very different place. If you are trading with the baby's diaper money, you got to stop it. You got to stop it. Long-term investing is where the real wealth is. This little short-term stuff that we do is fun. Oh my God. There's nothing more fun than scalping. There's nothing more fun than zero DTE trades. But I ain't got no time for that. I got to be at the gym every day. I pick my mama up and we go buy Jack's and she gets a side of sausage and I get a steak and cheese biscuit and a Diet Coke. I mean, that's what my life is. And going to the gym and hanging out there and being Googled on by all these women thinking that, "Oh my God, look how hot he is at the gym." I mean, y'all know what they're thinking. They're like, "Waka, waka, hunka, hunka, burning love." And, I sit there and try to be just as humble as I possibly can. And then I have 5 kids. So, and they're little monsters and they drive me ragged and they drive me crazy. So we have a really, really good time. And I have a good time trading and doing all the stuff that I do. But I am a very undisciplined person. If it were not for my mama going with me to work out, she's 79 years old. If she didn't go work out with me, I probably wouldn't go because I am lazy. I like to sleep in the bed. I can't hardly get out of bed in the morning. I'm just lazy. I don't want to do nothing. I live on the farm. It's all I can do to feed my animals every day. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm already tired. So I'm retired. I enjoy my life. I have a great time. So all this stuff that you see here is just fun, 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 fun. This is the life of a retired old fat guy, 54 years old, living in a little town in Bowden, Georgia, with goats and chickens and ducks and dogs and pigs and cats. So here we are on 5 1/4 acres in a house that was built in 1860 when James Buchanan was president of these here United States, and we were about to elect another president in that year by the name of Abraham Lincoln. How about that? So that's where I am, and that's where I am. And anyway, and I've got a frog-infested swimming pool in the backyard. All right. With that said, the market is up today, baby. 0.57%. Waka waka. Up 33 points. Let's see how the NASDAQ, since we are trading NASDAQ, is doing. Let's see, /NQ. If memory serves me correctly. Let's see, the NQ is up not as much. It's up 0.2%, but it's up just a little bit. Now, what's this, y'all? Someone sent me a message and said, Bobby, this Big Green Monster is amazing. And I said, I know. I said, I don't know how it's amazing. I don't know how it works. I don't know why it works. But some way, somehow, when Blake Young was smoking crack, he came up with this crazy way of drawing these little lines. And as you can tell, I mean, that's where the resistance was. 58.66.25. Okay, I was off $1. But that's where resistance is. And we'll probably see interplay. It'll go above it and above it, and it'll probably do this for a couple of days. And then it's probably going to track on upwards and watch it go to 59.99.55. Going to hit 6,000. It's just a matter of time. And we've got support down here. We're fairly priced. We're above the 20, the 50, and the 200 moving averages. And everything in the ES on the last 10 days looks really, really bullish. And let's go look at our friend, the NQ, and see what it says. Now, NQ is a little bit different. NQ says that it's overbought. And you'll see that the high indeed was almost right there. A little bit of resistance, as we say in France. And not that I've ever been to France, not that I plan on going. But we should expect this to be a little bit of resistance. And we would anticipate at some point, we may knock our head there, but I think we're going to see a little pullback in the NASDAQ at some point. Now let's go to, how shall we say, the linear regression and see what has happened. And indeed, you see Sweet Bobby has drawn these beautiful little lines indicating an area of consolidation. If indeed we break outside of consolidation today, then it is up, 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 and away, baby. Probably up to this 6,000 area, which is what is forecast with our Big Green Monster, right? Of heading to that 59.99 area. And that looks like the direction that the market wants to go. And I would think that we're going to have a bigger move than we've got today. Because remember, the more time that we consolidate, this thing gets tighter than a spring and it just won't stop. And it's popping a little bit today to the upside. And we would expect that to continue over the coming days. Now, we've got wars and rumors of wars and diseases and pestilences and all kinds of stuff going on in the world. So that could make a difference and shoot our theory out the butt, and then we can start going down. But if things kind of look as it is with the economic information that we have in the economy and all of this, then this looks really bullish on the S&P 500. All right, now let's look at our little account and see how we're doing. We got $559,000 and we're up $78 today. So let's see how our little accounts are doing. And let's see, let's go and see our positions, and we'll go and hit our cap requirement, and just want to make sure that we got a little bit of a hedge there. Now, what I have figured out in my last couple of days of doing back tests and all kinds of things is that it looks like the ES and TMF are uncorrelated. I don't see much correlation between the two. So ES and TQQ are highly correlated, right? So we will check those two particular assets, and we won't worry about Bill, and we won't worry about TMF. And we'll go to risk analysis to kind of see how these things look like. And we'll go here to percent, we'll go to points, and we like going up to about that 20, 30, 35, 40 right there. So here, this shows a 90% drop in TQQQ, that's probably a little bit higher. We would expect that. I would expect that to be around 60 points drop. Now, it's not going to be exact, but if we have a 60% drop in my TQQ positions, I will lose about $6,478, which is going to be okay because we have the sweet Bobby hedge that says if that happens, sweet Bobby is going to lose 6,000 here, but overall we are going to make $46,000 here. We're going to lose $30,000 here, and net we are going to net out $8,844.25. And you say, Bobby, what would you do to that? The first thing I would do is I would call Sweet Beth and I would say, honey, load it up. We are going to Applebee's. And we would go get the 2 for $25. And I would have the Fiesta Lime chicken with mashed potatoes instead of rice and a side of dumpling sauce. And friend, let me tell you, good. And then I would use the remainder, $8,800, to buy additional shares of TQQQ at a much reduced price. So that's kind of what we're doing there. Now, I just want to kind of go over the plan that we have now. And this one is not available outside of the Discord yet, but I just want you to kind of see the plan. And we've been doing a lot of different back testing stuff. And let me give a little preview for our little session today in the Muscadine Mafia. For our Muscadine Mafia folks, we will be talking a little about dual momentum investing and innovative strategy for higher returns with lower risk, and see if there's anything there that we can implement within our strategy that would make things a little bit better. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. And other than that, I think we're fine. Let's see what our working orders are doing here. 285 to 20, 365 to 20. That's not close. That's getting close. That's not close. That's sort of close. That's not close. That's sort of close. So we're just keeping an eye on this. Oh, we do have a working order here in one of our things. Look at there. We're down to 40 cents, and it's in one of our accounts that we've got that going. I normally don't show that account a lot, but we may show it more. So this is all the orders in all the different accounts that I have. So we've got some that are close and that will beef up our hedge there. All right, with that, let's go to Muscadine Mafia and talk about dual momentum. And everybody else have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see y'all Monday.